This is the Pennington Aquagarden 900 filter and pump for your pond. It's called the 6-in-1 because it does 6 things. I'm going to go through all of those 6 things in this video. The first thing this pond pump and filter kit does is actually pump water from your pond through the filter and back out. It features an absolutely massive pond pump. What makes this one special is the 900 model actually has a flow rate of 3,000 litres, which means it's capable of filtering a pond with a volume of 6,000 litres. It can do a waterfall as well, and that's actually one of the 6 features of this filter kit, is the fact that you can run a decent sized waterfall from this. Back to the pump itself though, there are a few features on here which we need to talk about. Firstly, the water will go in here, get driven around by an impeller, and it'll get blown back out here through one of the fountains you might choose, or as well to your feature or waterfall. So having a look at the impeller, we can see that it's been very easily designed for maintenance. It all just unscrews, we can take it apart very easily, and there's only one way of assembling and disassembling this motor unit. We have our impeller inside there, very, very large, but easy to access and easy to maintain or replace if needed. Putting it back together, using the tabs on the side, it can only go in one way. This entire filter kit has been designed with ease of use in mind. Everything has guidance tabs, even the input nozzle here, and it just screws back on quite simply. Moving on to feature number 3, because we've got our LED light here. This is controlled in 2 different ways. By moving this tab here, we can set it to be always on when it's covered, or we can uncover it, which means the light will come on when the sunlight diminishes. Basically, when it gets dark, your LED light will come on. And it's also on a ball joint, which means you can direct your light maybe towards your waterfall to illuminate it at the night time. Feature number 4 is the UV. This is a bulb inside of the filter. Again, easy to access. What this does is it helps to get rid of and manage your green water. So if you're suffering from green water in your pond, this will actually reduce that. The idea is the water with the green algae flows over this, and the light will help to remove that algae from the water column. Accessing the bulb inside of this quartz sleeve is very easy. You can see we've got a locked position, and simply turning that will open it up. The 5th feature is actually the filter itself. This is the filter box. Inside of here is all of the media, which helps to keep your pond clean and your fish happy. It's easy to access. We just move the handle all the way to the other side, and it will open up the lid and allow us to take the lid off. The lid is actually the first part of the filtration system. This will help to capture large debris like leaves. Moving on, we've got some sponges. This one is an egg crate sponge, so it will have maximum surface area to capture the larger debris as well. Beneath that is the green sponge. This one is a lot thicker, and as you can see, it's coarse, but it's a bit thicker than this black egg crate sponge, and this will capture the majority of the debris in your pond. Beneath that, there's another layer of filtration. We have got the fine filter. This is responsible for removing all of the fine dusty material, including some of the green algae, from your pond. This green enclosure comes apart, and you can just replace this fine filter as often as you like, as often as you get clogged, probably every 1 month or so. Inside of the filter housing itself, we can see this is where our UV is. This is an indicator light so that we know whether the UV is working or not. That will be basically blue, glowy blue when it's working. And we've got our media. This is our biological media. So inside of here, we've got little ceramic rings, and this is where the bacteria, which breaks down the fish waste, lives. Now it's important to remove this from these plastic bags before you set this filter up. However, this shows you there's a lot of biomedia in this filter, so that's why it's capable of filtering such a large pond alongside all of the sponge filter that you get. And like the rest of the filter, it is easy to disassemble and reassemble. There isn't really much you can get wrong. Just like that, the filter is back together. The options available to return your water back to your pond might be one of the reasons why you pick this particular pond pump and filter, because there's quite an array of those to choose from. We have 4 different return options. We've got a daisy, we've got a triple, we've got a bell, and we have a tulip. They're all individually attractive and they're easy to replace and change out, so you might want to use the daisy one month and maybe the bell the next. We've got 3 different hose attachments which attach to this secondary outlet on our fountain control pipe. So from here you could run one of these hoses to a waterfall or a different feature of your choice. And we've got individual flow controls on this as well, so we can make our flow go up and down in whichever direction we choose. In terms of height, we've got a 30cm telescopic pole here. That is on a ball joint, so that allows us to orientate it in whichever direction we please. And if that's not high enough, we have a secondary 20cm adapter here, so we can go up to about 50cm in height for our fountain. A lot of people are concerned about the length of cabling you get for your pond pump and filter. Well, this unit will come with 10 meters worth of cabling, which means you have plenty of length to reach your power outlet.